Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I'll choose 3 cards, read the base of the pack, and I'll also take 3 from the Destiny pack as well, as we're at the beginning of the week. I hope you all had a beautiful bank holiday weekend and had a nice rest. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. So there we have 1, nurture, the Empress, 2, new vitality, Ace of Wands, and 3, control, which is strength in the traditional tarot card deck. So what I'm feeling from these cards is that we've had a lot of energy coming in over the weekend. It's been building and building, and we have these beautiful planets all in alignment. The conjunction is still there. The Jupiter, Venus and Neptune conjunction still there. So we are being asked to rest because we've taken in all this energy, spend time in nature, to know that there's an ebb and flow. So taking all this energy in does sometimes overwhelm the nervous system. So the nervous system, it can become overactive. And as we are taking a step back and we're resting and we are allowing this energy to activate, to merge within us, to keep taking ourselves into meditation, not letting our heads run 10 miles down our path, to keep it back into this moment, to know that we have received excessive amounts of light, and to allow it to do the healing within us, allow it to bring anything up that might be coming up for our awareness. And this is not to suppress anything, not to just try and positive our way out of it, but to be aware of what's going on within us, to really listen to our bodies, to be gentle with ourselves, and if anything is coming to the surface, allow it to come to the surface and work its way through us. And by going into nature and connecting with nature and seeing the beautiful energy of nature that is starting to come alive here in the UK. She's lifting her palm up to the divine and she's anchoring that light into earth. So during this time, spend some time in quiet, listening to what is going on within, allowing whatever is coming to the surface to come to the surface, to really be gentle with ourselves. And as these emotions may be coming to the surface, just allow them, listen to them. We're releasing lifetimes of trauma during this time. And it's trauma that was placed within us, that we actually took on. We took on the trauma for our soul guidance, to be able to help others who are going through or similar things to what we've been through. So as any emotions may be coming to the surface, embrace them with love. embrace them with acceptance, because these emotions and challenges that we've been through have actually created who we are today. And we're all here, especially if you're listening to this, we're all here healers and light workers. Things are coming and we're releasing through the physical. This is that we go through the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and then we release through the physical. So if there's anything going on within your body, be gentle. Don't go into fear. Look at nature. It's the best medicine. Lie on some grass. Feel the earth beneath you. Come into alignment. Come back into balance. Within a few days, emotions and these feelings pass. Making sure to drink lots of water as well, and eat life-giving foods. Put into our bodies the most purest water and food that we can. That helps the body to digest and to move through these energies as well. Gives us the energy to move through these energies. So spend some time in nature. This is a beautiful card of fertility, of everything coming into bloom, of divine abundance, of prosperity. So whatever you may be going through in this moment, it's not going to last. To do our self-healing, the way that we heal others when they're going through their challenges, to sit back and do our own self-healing as well. So moving through this time, merging and becoming one with this light. So the light will be going through our bodies, bringing up anything that is not of light or not of love. The old disowned parts of ourselves that we don't love will be coming to the surface. And if we believe those thoughts, we go into the old pattern. Old habits come in. So as we move on, and with the wisdom that everything is within, the old universe is within us, that immenseness that we are. We have the universe within everything that we see on the outside, we hold within us. And as we go into that quiet space, into that vastness of who we are, we then start to create the world, the reality in which we live. So the Empress, this beautiful card of fertility, of growth, of expansion, facing up to the divine. She's wearing a blue dress, which is spirit. She's clothed in spirit. There is greenery all around her, and the sun is beaming around her head. So she is taking all the positive energy in from this light, holding her head up to the divine for guidance. And the divine will only guide us with love. Never guide us with any kind of negativity. So hold on to those loving thoughts that come into your mind. They are messages from the divine. And anchor this light into the earth, anchor it into your earth star chakra, into the crystalline grid of Mother Earth. and into the heart of Mother Earth. Anchor it into your home, into your workspace, wherever you are. Anchor the light and allow it to dissolve anything that you may be going through in this time, any challenges. Allow it to dissolve them. Give them permission now for the divine to cleanse and clear anything that is blocking us from our higher selves. And our higher selves resides within our heart, in our higher heart, the one that is filled with love, the purest of love. And as we listen to that guidance, we start to create the shifts all around us. So the 3, this is the Lakshmi of the tarot card deck. It's the mother of the tarot card deck. It's prosperity, divine abundance and growth. And in order to receive all that beautiful divine abundance, we have to move through the old lower frequencies, the lower dimension, the lower vibration that blocks us from this divine abundance coming to the truth of we are nature. Our bodies can heal when we truly believe it can. We can heal. Our body has got everything within it that we require to walk this earthly journey when we go within and not give our power away to the outside world. So staying within, remembering, sending your roots down, holding your head up to the sun, allowing yourself to grow, becoming into alignment with the divine that will create divine abundance all around us. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is the beginning of something new again. It's fertility, it is anything that you're passionate about. New beginnings, and the suit of the wands are our passions, our careers, and these beautiful rainbow colours coming in now, coming in and activating and aligning our chakras to draw these opportunities into our lives. No force, just peace. Everything flows, everything is in divine order. Let go of any kind of forcing. Just sit back and just pause. This is a time of pause and allowing this beautiful energy. We have those 3 planets, Neptune, the planet of our dreams, the mysticism, Jupiter, expansion, and Venus, love. We have those planets overhead granting our wishes. And as we stay focused on what it is we would love to bring into our lives, these beautiful energies expand it. We are coming into alignment with new guides coming in. And sometimes when new guides are coming in, it can cause a little bit of a scramble because there's new energy coming in. And when that happens, just take a deep breath and just allow the energy to pass through you. Don't start to project it into the outside world. Something coming on up within us, new energy stepping in to guide us. It's a very powerful energy, so we will feel it. It's powerful in that it is love. It is powerful that it is in pure light, and it brings in these new beginnings. And then we have 8, strength. So I've thoughts that strengthen you, that tell you I'm strong and I can do this. We have divine source energy flowing through our bodies at the very core of us that is far more powerful than anything that we may be facing. And when we surrender to that light, things do start to change. We start to let go of the worry. We start to embrace the adventure of life. This is strength. We have our guides coming through, giving us and encouraging us to walk this path. So this is a card of strength. And in the Angel Tarot card, it's Archangel Ariel, the lioness of God. So to get into that lioness within, or lion within, Archangel Ariel is the archangel who helps us to manifest, and she's the archangel over the elementals and nature. In nature, it seems gentle and quiet, but it is filled with strength and evolution. The plants, the trees evolve year after year under different conditions, and we can do the same, because at the core of who we are nature. This is also a card of karma, to really be mindful to not allow any kind of feelings to project into the outside world, in being that we start to get frustrated, we start to say negative things. That's all the emotion, that's the emotion speaking through us. It's not the truth of who we are. So this is a card of strength. We have all that beautiful strength guiding us into our life, into the life that we would love to live, and stay focused on that. And love is the strongest force. It creates miracles. So this is about staying strong, having those thoughts that empower us, not anger us, or we've got to prove we are right, but actually empower us, and the strength to allow everybody else to have their own opinion without getting upset about it. And what is coming through is the relationships. It's about relationships, so beautiful time for relationships. And we can easily, far too easily, forget what everybody's done for us. So if somebody does something that we feel it's affecting us and offending us, not to forget all the good things that they've done, not to focus on that, because everyone is going through this energy. Every single one of us is touching us on some level, to really give people the freedom to be who they are and experience their own life path without getting offended about things that we are starting to focus on, and forgetting all the good from that relationship. So come back and focus on the good of every relationship. This is what this energy is all about. So anything that is out of alignment with love will be coming up also for us to look at, and to really listen to it, pay attention in our bodies, where we may be holding some conflict or unrest and sit and meditate with it. And like any client, love it. Actually love that part of ourselves that is feeling that way. And we have the strength, we have divine wisdom, we have divine intelligence merging through our bodies now. And our minds will still want to stay old and tell us the same old stories that just create unrest and disharmony and ultimately dis-ease within our bodies. So have the strength and the courage to allow everybody to be who they are without feeling offended. Because if we're starting to feel offended, that's an old pattern within us. That's an old program that we are playing out just on somebody else. It might be we've played it out on someone, they've gone away, so we've had a fallout and they've gone away, so then we start to play it out on someone else. So there are patterns, because ultimately the universe is within us, and we are creating this world in which we live in by our perception, our beliefs. And so when we have those beautiful thoughts and feelings, we start to create a world of love and a world of strength, but in the most beautiful way, balanced way, that we are empowered to be who we are without anybody else's opinions affecting us. So with these cards are really good cards, but I'm just being shown as I tune in with the angels, just a little undercurrent that is flowing, and this is where this card's coming into. So be truthful with ourselves. Know that when we need to rest, not to keep trying to run away and escape from our old emotions, and because that's an habit. Escape, when we're escaping, becomes an habit. So as we're starting to break those habits now and realise that everything is coming from within us, and it takes great strength and great courage to really own that, to know that we are responsible for our own happiness, that we are responsible for our relationships, to be unconditional is what the angels are saying. Anyone in our life that is showing us any kind of challenge is showing us where we're not being unconditional. There's conditions, and the ego will fight to make itself right. There should be conditions on a relationship. We are here as beings, light beings, coming in with unconditional love. So have the strength to stand and feel that unconditional love with ourselves and with everybody in our lives. And then at the base of the pack we've got 11. These cards are very similar. They keep coming. We keep drawing these cards. So this is 11, detach. So this is justice in the traditional tarot card deck, and she's holding the scales of justice. And as we choose peace, and she's moving from the snow, out of the cold, into the warmth. She has spirit energy embracing her. She has that divine connection. She is connected to the higher powers, and she started to listen, and they're guiding her away from out of the cold, out of the isolation, welcoming her in with a warm embrace into wholeness, into oneness, where ultimately no one is on their own. We all have angels, we all have guides, and we all have our loved ones in spirit guiding us every second of every day. They're there helping us. So when we start detaching from anything that feeds our ego, our self, that is not in the understanding that we're all connected, we're being asked to detach from anything that we have placed an attachment onto. People's behaviours, expectations, letting all that go and choosing peace. Choosing peace is the purest antidote to any conflict and brings us back into alignment, regardless of what is going on around us and how we are being prompted to act and react. To just step back. She has that dove there and she's allowing it to fly. She's setting that dove of peace free in her life. And we all want peace. We all want peace in our world. But it has to start within us. If we've got conflict going on within us, we've got thoughts going on that we are having the dialogue that something's going on that is not pleasing us, and having critical and judgment thoughts, we will never have peace on earth, because ultimately it comes from within. So we're all being asked to turn within to find peace with our pain, to find peace with our shadow side, not to go into resistance with it, because it will just come back stronger. To find peace with it, that we have always done the best that we could, and that's enough. That's enough for each of us, and that's enough for everyone. So this is a time where they're saying peace is our strength. That's how I choose 3 cards from the Destiny pack. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who's viewing this video, and know that these cards read the energy. We can't choose a card that is not relevant. So I'm setting the intention for a reading. Choose 3 cards. So the first card is the Bear. The second, relationships. The third, the card of the gods. And the fourth, communication. Things starting to move. And I've just pulled another one for the 11. The blossom, the blessings. So underneath the Empress, we have the strength and protection of the bear. We are creating our reality, and as we move through this life, and we start to really choose what makes us happy, the universe starts to adjust to accommodate that. We're not stuck. There are so many options open to us, and the option that's open to us, and the one that for us to choose, is the one that uplifts us, how we feel about those options. And even if we can't make that choice at that time, to sit and feel how it would feel to be in that life, living with those beautiful energies, and the universe will conspire to bring the opportunities in, to bring the people in. We are being so blessed at this time. So daydream and go into nature and daydream in nature. That's where we do our research. We receive those upgrades while we're daydreaming, and we'll come out of it, and then it will start to give us the information as we are moving through the day or the week, or we come into contact with someone and words start to flow through us purely for that person, that are perfect for that person's healing or well-being, and we are protected. So dream big, let go of those limiting beliefs now. Regardless of what the outside situation is, we created the outside based on limiting beliefs and lack of belief within ourselves. And as we now are coming through that, we are protected. There is nothing for us to fear. And as we face our shadow and move through it, we realise there's nothing to fear. We become stronger. We become stronger in spirit, and all our doubts start to melt away as we're moving through our soul journey. And then the Ace of Wands is relationships, and this is the energy of Venus coming through, this beautiful energy. And so yeah, relationships are a big theme during this month. We've just come through Beltane, so this is all about the divine masculine, divine feminine within, having a good relationship, a balanced relationship with ourselves, loving ourselves, and then we'll allow other people to love us, not to go into any kind of over-analysing relationships. Allow them to grow at their own beautiful pace and not force it. And as these energies and these relationships start to grow, it's the most beautiful journey. So this is a good time for relationships. The Ace is bringing new beginnings, new passion, new romance. Could be a relationship at work, some beautiful relationship starting to come and flourish in where you are working, or in any kind of career. So this is beautiful for relationship, new beginning, going to a deeper level. We're moving now through the heart. We're all coming into our heart center. So relationships, we're seeing them and feeling them completely different as we used to, as we did in the past. We're now really looking through our hearts and creating relationships that are heartfelt. So beautiful time for relationships. That's a very lucky card. And then strength, we've got the card of the gods, and to remember whatever undercurrent we may be going through, that our guides are there, our angels and our loved ones, to call on them, to bring clarity, to help us to allow these old energies to move through us in the quickest time, and not to try and force it, not to try and control it. Definitely don't try and work out where it's coming from, because then we get the head involved and then it just starts reprogramming. We could go back and back and back forevermore. It's coming into this moment, feeling how we're feeling, calling on our angels. If it's something to do with the physical, call on Archangel Raphael for healing, and feeling. Ignite your palms, feel and place his palms in yours, and place your hands wherever you're feeling any kind of disharmony or discomfort, and feel Archangel Raphael merging into you, bringing that beautiful healing. And then when it's finished, thank Archangel Raphael, but then don't go back worrying about whatever it is that keeps coming up for you. If you are worried, then go and seek advice, but you do some self-healing also to help it move through your body. So we have the strength of the universe behind us. That's how powerful we are. If we focus on whatever we focus on, we're going to start creating. And so this is sifting away, picking empowerment, picking strength in an aligned way, and calling on our guides. And then underneath the 11, where there's strength, where things may have been stuck in your life, where there's been obstacles, where maybe our doubts have blocked our path. And as we're moving now into this place of detachment, of realizing that what we do give out comes back, we start to realign and we start to move forward in our path and bringing blessings in. So this is a card of blessings coming in now. As we detach from the old, we get rewarded with beautiful divine blessings in our lives. There may be a fear of letting go of the old, of moving forward, because we now have started to live in the present. So that's how we can see, and that's how that we are working with, because ultimately in this moment is when we are manifesting our next moment. So it takes a lot of courage to let go and trust in this moment and feel in this moment and find peace in this moment, because ultimately we'll move into the next moment and it will be filled with peace. So peace just keeps coming through loud and clear through this reading. The angels are saying peace is the antidote, the healing to anything. Find peace of mind, find peace of emotions, and that will create peace all around you. And this is bringing blessings. So we're moving. There may be some undercurrent, there may be something going on in our lives, but it's not permanent. We're moving through it, we're shifting through it to better times, to blessings in our lives. So we have 19, 20, 23, 5. Change, opportunities. We're changing from the old. We are now becoming the butterflies. We are moving from that chrysalis and starting to really get uncomfortable in that old life. And we're starting to push through it. And this brings the transformation, beautiful transformation and change coming in our lives. And this energy is helping us with this change to really focus on love, and the change will come really easily. Focus on peace and the change will come very peacefully. So I'm sending so much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.